do you prefer, and what role do you like performing on this map?
So this map specifically, I don't mind either. For me, I prefer sub generally, right? I'm more of a sub player. I've always preferred a sub. However, sometimes your team just needs an AR, and if you don't have that, you're not going to be able to provide or do anything, right? So for me, it's all about making sure we have the balance. So let's load up Hacienda and kind of go through, just like you mentioned, what's my first thought process in this situation. So what I normally do if I'm really trying to improve and sweat, this was actually my journey to Crimson, sorry, to Iridescent, so I was really locked in. What I'll normally do is look at the start and what my teammates are doing, right? Because for me, I want a balance. If 3 of my teammates are running an AR, what am I going to do? I'm not going to add on to that and make it 4 ARs, right? Because then there's no balance. So my first thought process when I'm playing solo queue is, what are my team doing? Because it's easier for me to adjust to them than get them to adjust to me. So whatever the balance is, there's normally going to be 2 and a 1, or even if it's a 3 and a 0, I will definitely be the other role then, right? So I'm just finding a balance. If I feel like there's, you know, maybe 2 ARs and we have 1 sub, I don't mind making a 3rd sub. I think you could get away with that, but we definitely want to have at least 2 ARs just most of the time, okay? So we're going to go through.
Yeah.
This gameplay should be, should be okay. It might be a little bit laggy at times. It should be okay. So right now, again, we're going through. What's the next process? Just looking at my map. Once again, seeing, right, where are my team going? Because what I don't want to do is go where my team are going, right? If we start off right now. So what people say to me is, oh, Arv, do you have like a set break? I don't really believe in a set break because of that reason. I don't know who I'm playing with. So right now, if I go to the left, right, if my breakers go to the left, but my teammates are doing the same thing. I'm playing solo queue, right? If my teammates do the same thing, there's no balance. We have 4 people over there. There's no balance. So again, I'm looking at the map saying, right, where's everyone going? I'm going to work around them. That's it. Nice and simple. Just picking up the gaps. I always do that. I'm a gap filler in solo queue. It's the easiest way to play. It's the easiest way to rank up because you're just doing what your team needs. Right now, talk to me. What's going on right now? What do you think the good play is right here? Just talk to me. What's going on in this situation?
I think the best play would be to kind of clear out the top on their side.
I 100% agree with you.
I would probably shoulder that corner to the left right there and then check if there's a player.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna back away. Talk to me. So right now you're saying you do the same thing. You go up top here, you go to the left, you kind of shoulder this area here, and you'll just see what's going on, right? Okay. So right now, in terms of the kill feed and just what's going on, if somebody was around there, they would have shot my teammate by now. So right now, think about it logically. If they were in that window, they would have shot this player because he's on their side of the hill. So immediately I know just from that, just from the minimap and the fact that my teammate's got 2 kills, they're probably coming through the right tunnel here. But do you see how I'm using the minimap to get that information? So that's why I'm no hesi channeling this. I expect them to be around there. If they were on this window, they would have been shooting my teammate. So we go through.
Yeah, that's right.
Again, I know they could be on the left. It's just about timing. I'm trying to get across there. I know they're coming through the tunnel bit. And now I'm like, right, let me just play my life in a corner. Okay, interesting. Now they're on the hill. Now the issue we have is my teammates all died. So I'm kind of in between both spawns. I'm kind of in between theirs and in between mine. And it gets a bit weird here. So what do you think I could do here? What do you think a play should be here?
Honestly, 38 seconds left. I wouldn't worry about capturing spawns yet.
Okay.
Maybe contest the hill for a little bit longer. Maybe go to their top since you see that red ping in front on the minimap. Maybe try to clear that out on that side. And then work through for spawns for P2. Okay.
So what you said, So what you said I kind of did, but the thing I messed up with again is the weapon and prediction. So right now, if where am I spawning? What side? Am I spawning behind me? Is my team spawning behind me or on the other side here? Are they spawning behind me or are they spawning on the other side?
It appears that they're spawning on the other side.
Okay, perfect. So if my team are spawning on the other side and I go through here like you said, and I go through there, they might predict that because my team is spawning that side. So I actually made a bad play here because, like you mentioned, I kind of did what you said. I kind of went through the red dot and I went this way. But as you're seeing, they know we're spawning here, right? So they are going to pre-aim this head glitch. So what you want to do is actually, in my opinion, I should have pinched them there through their side because they would have had less information there. So you see as I go through now, that player is actually pre-aiming me. But no one is actually holding there. So what I should have maybe done is played a corner, waited, and then pinched them. But you see, he's pre-aiming me, and because he has an AR, he's set up, it's just a harder gunfight. So we go through, he takes me out. So right there, I definitely should have played a bit better, played a bit smarter, and maybe played their side, okay? You're seeing how it works out. Immediately as I spawn up, 25 seconds, okay, we're all spawning here. Now, it's all about map control. I'm looking at the map and saying, right, we have all spawned at P2, okay? Good thing is we're spawning on P2. The bad thing is it's very narrow. Look at the setup, it's very narrow. There's not really a lot of space between us. So what I want to do now is just take a bit more space. Take a bit more space. I want to take a bit more of a line here. I want to take a bit more space and a wider line so we keep them trapped. I want to keep them on the left side of this area, okay, instead of the right. So that's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. Keep them on the left side. So once again, let's see what the team does, see what the minimap does, and see where I go. So my team is going forward. I'm like, okay, let me go with him. 25 seconds left. Let me cut through. My teammate's going through the left here. We're going to go for a bit of a pinch. So going across. Again, I expect them to be on the right. So I'm kind of holding it, shouldering it. It's a bit laggy. Just back away there. P1's always a bit mixy though. P1's always a bit mixy. What you want to do is kind of keep it close and have spawns. For me, that's a perfect P1. If we keep it kind of close and have spawns, we're fine. So right now we go through this one. Now we have to be very careful here because my teammate is overextending on the right. We have to be very, very cautious here. So you see right now, this is where I need to maybe start rotating. Okay. Now they're probably all coming through the far left here. Okay. What do you think about that?
I would agree with that because it looked like there was 2 in the kill feed previously instead of probably spawning behind Rock Hill. And you already have 2 people from your team over towards P2.
Exactly, spot on. So right now, again, this is the decision making. This is where I have to choose what route to take, okay? So I could go through P2 here. So after I could go through P2, but what I'm gonna do is I kind of don't trust my team. I'm gonna reinforce it through the middle and just kind of clear them out. I'm just gonna kind of clear them out. So I go through, I back away, and I see one right there. So for me, that's an easy kill. We go through, make him one shot. I'm gonna leave him there, reposition. You can see that my teammate spawns out now, so I'm a bit worried about the spawns. So right now I'm gonna go through, and this is where I think decision making is crucial. Me just playing my life here, being a bit of a presence, I'm making it easier on my team. Then my team have less to deal with. So now I kill one. There's gonna be one below me, so that we hold it. You see that? That play there for me is what I want to help you understand, okay? Is this whole decision making. Say sometimes what I think people do is they panic. They don't trust their teammates. But for me, I'm like, if I'm taking out 2 people, right? If it's R versus 2 people, so it's me versus 2, what does that mean for my team?
If you're able to get those 2 people, then you have numbers for the next hill.
So what does that mean in terms of numbers? How many, like, what's the next number? It's 3 versus 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I can take out 2 people, I can distract 2 people myself. Why am I worried that 3 of my teammates can't do the same thing that I'm doing? You have to just realize it's a numbers game. If I'm doing 1v2, that is already more than I need to. That is way more than I need to. So I shouldn't be worrying about these 2 as well right now. What I should be doing is not dying, because if I die right now without getting anything, what happens? It becomes 3 versus 4. You see? So what most people do is they do this at the start, then they start worrying about their teammates, they die and they make it a 3 versus 4. What I'm doing is saying, right, I'm going to trust my teammates to win their 3v2. If I can win my 1v2, that is so much more beneficial. Okay, so look, right now, look, we make him weak, we back away instantly I reposition. Every single time I reposition, keep them guessing. Okay, I can't see him right now, so this is where I get a little bit confused. I don't really know where he is exactly, so I kind of back away. Again, my teammates have the map control. I know they're going to be around me. I'm just trying to hold this mid map. I'm just trying to hold a bit of pressure here. And right there we see 2. Okay, as soon as we kill the first player, he goes underground. Again, this is about holding angles. Right now, this is where people panic. I think there's someone on the hill. Just don't panic. My teammates are in a 2v1 right now. If I kill this player, I've done my job. Do I expect them to do their job? That's it. So we go through, we hold it. He does their job. I hold the angle, wait, get the kill. Nice and easy. Perfect. Right now, let's pause it. What should we do now? What's the situation? Talk to me. What do we do now? And again, this is decision making and pacing. I don't know, because obviously I haven't seen your gameplay yet, but in terms of pacing, are you seeing any difference or not really right now?
Definitely decision making, pacing. Yeah, like I watched one of your YouTube videos about how different ranks make faster or slower to pace depending on like their experience. Yeah. And I feel like you're making those decisions significantly faster than I would. Okay. I feel like I would have panicked a little bit.
Yeah, but you can see that you know the decision, right? It's just making it in that speed. That's the issue. So right now, for example, like you're seeing what I'm doing, it's making sense, but you're like, you know what, when I'm playing, I'm finding it a little bit hard to do this actual thing. Just for a reference, we're streaming right now, so everyone watching, I appreciate you guys. We're currently doing a coaching session. As soon as we're done, we'll answer the chat. But right now, I'm just locked in with my boy Logan, and we're going to concentrate and get the VOD done. This is a gameplay from me, myself. We're going to go through, try help Logan improve his game awareness, decision making, stuff like that. So hopefully you guys can benefit as well. So right now, my friend Logan, what do we do? What's the play? Where are they spawning? What do we do? Just talk to me. What's the situation there? Let's go through. Let's open it up a bit. So we have for this situation, we'll be blue number 1. We're standing around there. We have a teammate on the hill. A teammate behind me, okay? So we have around, this is our setup, right? Something like this. He's probably going to spawn back there, something like that, right? That's our setup. Yep, he's behind us. So I want you to tell me roughly where they're going to spawn. and what I should do. So I'm gonna make it a bit easier for you. I'm gonna add the numbers there just so you can see everything. Where should they be spawning roughly through the callouts?
Yeah, I think they'd be spawning behind Rock Hill, like around Hedge.
Okay.
Since P2 is active and you guys have time right now.
Okay, so when I ask these questions, there's layers to it, right? For example, if I ask this question to somebody maybe in bronze, they wouldn't really know what to do, right? They'll be like, I'm not really sure. So what you've done is you've skipped a few layers and you know that. So you now have the spawn knowledge, which is quite difficult to have, but now you have it's perfect. So you said they spawn around here because it's the P2 spawn, right? Mm-hmm. The bad side. So normally, yes, you're right. You spawn around there and the other team spawn around there, okay? So generally, we want to be spawning around 10. Now, this is where it gets really important. Okay, this is level 3. I want you to get to level 5. Do you know what level 5 is? It's having... I got you, don't worry, I got you with this level 5. You ready for this? This is going to hopefully change everything. What I want you to start doing, giving teams the bad spawn. Okay, that's fine. You're on that right now. As the hill progresses, when there's about 20 seconds left, 22, 23, I want you to start getting this spawn and giving the other team this spawn. Why do I want you to do that?
Because P3 is way further away from the good spawn for P2.
Exactly. Now, is that something you think about in game or not really? Because that's an extra layer that most people don't really do.
Yeah, I don't think I'm at that level of decision making, but the way you explained it is actually fairly simple. Like,
yeah, exactly. Just like you said, it's simple, right? But it's about executing. That's perfect. So yeah, sorry, carry on. Sorry, I got excited when you said that. You understand it, which is perfect. So carry on.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I think giving them, that last 10, 15 seconds to scrap to get out and give them bad spawns, secure good spawns for P3 isn't that big of a deal, because then you can just have a full setup on the next hill with 60.
So what you said is great. Now, this is another layer. So what we're speaking about is layer 6, right? The next layer, this is the pro layer, the LA Thieves, the optic layer. Let me explain that layer. It's not even giving them scrap time. It's actually holding the hill from the bad side. For example, right now, this is your setup at the start. What I want you to start thinking about is how we can shift this setup to this. How we can shift this setup to this at the end. By the way, for the first wave, it comes in waves, right? So wave 1, we want this. Wave 2, we want this. Wave 3, we want to start to transition, right? So that when there's about 20 seconds left, 25 seconds left, I want them to spawn here, but this is the crucial thing. I want to trap them here. So I actually want something like this. Something like this. You see the difference in this? Like say we have something like this. This guy's rotating, right? And this guy's blocking the spawn. Like this is really difficult for them because you're putting pressure on them and you're delaying them. So now as the hill starts to end, you're getting the scrap time. You're getting the time. He dies. He spawns there. And now with 5 seconds left, they get the scrap time and you've kept them away. You see? That's the layer I want you to get to. It's about giving them the good spawns at the end of the hill because it will no longer be good spawns, okay? So let's see how we can set that up. Let's go back to the scenario. So like you said, they're going to be spawning around here. So we're going to quickly flip them. So red team is spawning around here. And I'm around here. So now tell me, what do you think I should do in this situation? What would you like me to do? If you could control me in this situation, what would you like me to do? I'm on these stairs. We just got some kills. 45 seconds left. I want you to tell me what you want me to do here. What you would like me to do. If you were controlling me here, go for it.
Yeah, I'd probably go up top and then try to go to probably P4 because they're probably just going to go for like the quickest route to get to P2.
So you're saying you want me to go up top and kind of cut this lane here, right?
Yeah, I would cut that lane if I were you, yeah.
All right, cool. Let's play it out. Let's see what happens. So first thing's about timing, okay? Now, the reason I don't do what you said is all about the timing. I think 1 or 2 of them, and this is why, again, it gets really important, okay? I think we didn't get a clean 4 dead. I think we got like a 2 or a 3, right? So I think one of them might actually already be there. So if I go out there, now, if I go out there and say he's sliding and he kills me, I've automatically given up middle, so I now die. If he pushes through and there's 2 of them there, it's just so much more pressure on my team. So it's all about waves. So what I'm gonna do is play a safety kill. I'm gonna play a guarantee. I'm gonna play a guarantee kill, and then with the numbers, then push up and cut the lanes. Remember, now another thing is think about the risk, okay? Because there's 45 seconds, if I die now and we lose this hill, look at my team are all on the right. If I die and we lose this middle, we lose the hill, that's a lot of time wasted. What I want to do is what you said, this is push up. I don't mind that if 2 situations. 1, we get say 3 or 4 down, right? because then I know the timing is okay. And 2, if I don't mind flipping the spawn, so when there's about, what, 25 seconds left, then I would definitely push up. Because if I get those kills, I will flip the spawn, you see? So it's all about decision making in that instant. Now, what you said isn't bad, by the way. Normally, I would not mind doing that anyways, but look what I do instead. I play an off angle, because they're not going to check this. As I say that, he literally wallbangs it. So that's a bad off angle. I think what I did was fine. I don't even know how he kills me there. Yeah, that's a weird look. That's really weird. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, that is kind of odd, yeah.
That is, this guy, yo, can we report this guy? Because that is weird. So for me, looking back, I think I played that fine. That's just a really strange, I don't know why he's looking at that. I do not know why he's looking at that.
Read, yeah.
I've never seen anyone pre-fire that. But anyways, now we spawn out. So you can see the risks I took didn't actually work out, right? Because of what happened. So now it's about, okay, my teammates are dead, 25 seconds left. Remember what I said? Now this is, once again, I think this, not even knowing your gameplay, but this is what I would assume you do. Right now, I would assume you would go right to reinforce the spawns and help them through that way. Now, maybe you don't, but for me...
I most likely would, yeah.
Okay, perfect. This is really, really important. The reason I'm not going right now is because I don't want those spawns anymore. Remember, there's 25 seconds left. I actually don't want that anymore. I actually want to hold it from the front now. And this is the skill difference. For me, a Crim, Eerie, plus would always go left here. Where like a gold to diamond, actually no, I think a gold to platinum would also go left here, but for a different reason, because they wouldn't understand the spawn concept, you see? So they would go left there because it's the quickest route. I think a Crim to Eerie would understand that holding it from the front is better, where I think a diamond player, right now, someone that has spawn knowledge would go through the right. And that's the difference in decision making I want to help you with. It's just saying, right, if I go to the right, like my team are fighting for this hill anyways. How long will it take you to get to the hill from the right, would you say, if I went this way?
About 10 seconds.
Okay. That's good, like, in terms of you're running full speed, it takes 10 seconds, right? So you're going there, basically fighting for the spawns to get 15 seconds. Well, what I'm saying is, if you're going to take 10 seconds anyways, go through the left, block this spawn, and make them spawn at the back. Because it'll be easier for your team to hold as well if they're coming through the back. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's just good looks, honestly. I haven't really been thinking like that. I've more just been trying to be objective focused, because I feel like a lot of people on my team, like you talked about earlier, trusting your teammates.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to so bad, but a lot of times like they just can't win the 1v1s, you know?
Well, you gotta make it easy for them. Like, for example, right now, like, even though I died there, right? Think about this. Three people right there. 3 people right there are on this old hill. That's fine. Look where they spawn. Now, this is where it gets a bit silly. Me overcommitting there, because people are pushed out now to they push out to P4, I actually got this bad spawn. I shouldn't have pushed that hill there. That was just a bad mistake from me. But my team have rotated. So that's, again, me just being a little bit more clinical right there. I shouldn't have made that small mistake. However, I want to look at this for a second. You know what you were saying about this spawn? This was the point. You know, if we fought the hill when we had this spawn, look how far I am from P3. Yeah, at the end of P2, you do not want to be at this area. You want to be on the other side. That's why I'm saying the next step is play for the good spawns earlier. Let them have the scrap time, or fight them and let them have the bad side, basically. Now we go through. Again, I'm looking at my kill feed constantly. Looking at my kill feed, just making sure we're okay and where they're going to come from. I'm going to push through, and I'm constantly trying to get there, trying to help my team. So let's go across now. So right now I'm thinking again, look at my teammates spawn. So before, I don't know anything, right? All I know is this. As I'm going across, my teammate spawns there. Okay, so what that means, they spawned in the little hedge area. So they spawned around here. Let's go through it together. And again, this is just my thought process. I don't know where everyone is exactly, right? Everyone, let's just say they're there. I don't even know where everyone is because I'm too far away. All I know is I'm around there. So all I'm looking for, all I'm looking at is the mini-map and to see the red dot on my screen. All I'm looking for, sorry, that blue dot. As soon as I see that blue dot spawn up, what does that tell me? For you, Logan, what does that tell me when I see the blue dot?
They probably have back spawns like in garden.
Perfect. So I see that blue dot around there, right? That tells me we are spawning there, they are spawning there. And me, that's all I need. That's it. I'm done now. I know exactly where they are. They have the good spawns. Now I know to cut lanes here. That's it. So look, we go through. You can see we're going through up top here. The gameplay I have now is a little bit less laggy, so I apologize about this lag. We go through, make him weak, we back away, we keep him trapped in there. That's fine. Keep him away, back away. Again, this again, when I say decision making, you see how I left him there? That's what I want you. Yeah, because, but another thing what I should have done, I should have left him. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question. In this situation, I think most people stay there and they try fighting for him. I left him immediately to reposition, to go a different way. Now, what should I do right now? What should I do right this second?
I would say, since your team is like on the hill and behind the hill, like in the barn area, I would try to give some more map pressure by sitting like top window above the hedges.
That's fine. I don't mind that at all. I don't mind that at all. So the only thing I do a little bit differently is because of my weapon, instead of going up top, I kind of go through the hill. But that's exactly what you said is absolutely fine. I actually don't mind that. That's a good play for sure. So it's about understanding the decision making, right? Saying right there, we're up by 10. There's still 30 seconds left. Let's start fighting for the hill. That's 2 down. That's 3 down. That's the last player, so I'm actually going to push him. Okay, as soon as I push him, again, now, this is what I'm saying by decision making. Decision 1 leads to decision 2, right? Because I pushed up now, I can push up even further with a sub. Now that guy's one shot, my teammate gets the kills. So it's all about the team trades there. Now, as soon as we die, we spawn out again. Look, we spawn out again. So they are on the other side. Now, this is once again, I want you to tell me now what I should do or what you think someone should do in this situation. Or what you would normally do in this situation right now, as we pause it.
To be honest, what I would normally do...
Yeah, be completely transparent. What would you normally do in this situation? Then we'll go through what we think the best play is. Because it's important to understand the timing, right? Right now, you don't have a lot of time to think in game. So what would you just normally do here?
Normally, I would be aware that they're probably in backspawn and then trying to flood the hill, whether it's from the top balcony area or from barn. So I'd probably reinforce the hill.
Even right now?
I wasn't particularly paying attention to the kill feed at the last moment, so I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, how many seconds are left on the hill?
20.
Okay, so right now, you have 2 teammates on the hill, and there's 20 seconds left. I don't know what I do, by the way. If I reinforce the hill, I think it's a pointless play. I might do that, by the way, because I don't know, this gameplay is old, but I'm just saying from now, this is a bad play for me to reinforce the hill. I need to think of the bigger picture, which is the race to the rotation. That's it, the race to the rotation. It makes no sense for me to reinforce this hill unless they're fighting right there and I'm like next to it. I might as well just give it a kill or 2. But in this situation, I should just start rotating and start fighting for the new hill. Let's see what I do. Yeah, I don't think I would not. Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, I don't think I wouldn't rotate here. But can you see why rotating here is just a better play? Now, that makes sense. That kill right there makes sense because he's right there. This is contested, so I'm right there. But otherwise, you see there's 3 people now. I should start rotating. Let them have this time. That's fine. My teammates are fighting, so we get a few kills. And right there, that's what I'm saying. I should have just rotated quicker. You see? So now, and this is another thing.
Have bad spawns for P4, right?
Exactly. Now, this is another thing. This is the other layer of it, okay? The reason why I don't mind going through, and again, this is what I talk about the layers of understanding. If I rotate now, where are they coming from? They're going to be coming from around here. Let's kind of be on the same page of what's going on here. So I'm standing there, okay? My teammate's standing there. We have 2 teammates on the hill. They are spawning currently around here. Happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Depending on right now, the next 5 seconds, I don't know where they've gone. They could send 4 people there. I don't know. So what we're going to do now is react to what they're doing. So right now, it looks like they sent 1 through there. So he made a bad play. What he should have done is just hold the angle. He should have just held the angle because we're going to push him. But instead, he pushed us. So he made a bad play. He pushes through. And then 3 of them go here. So in this situation, I could just rotate. But what I'm going to do is get the kills, let my teammate rotate, and then just spawn trap them for an extra wave. Just try to be a bit more annoying. Now, I could have easily rotated it, but I'm gonna show you what I did and why it actually worked out okay. So we get the first kill. Again, right now, because my teammate's rotating and there's so many of them fighting here, I committed to it. But I probably should just rotate. I probably should have rotated. There's 3 of them here, okay? So what they did is they got tunnel vision. They did this, okay? So we kill this guy. Now, where's he gonna spawn?
I would say they still have back garden spawns.
Yeah, no, 100%. So right now, remember, these questions sometimes, just like you said, it's a simple answer. It's just about in the flight, just understanding that, right? So right now, we know they're spawning back there. My teammate is rotating. I could have just gone through here and helped them, okay? But what I did is decide to help them on the hill and then push through and kind of spawn trap them again. So it's a bit risky, but it worked out because I knew they were spawning there. So that we go through, we get 3. That's 4 down now, okay? That's 4 down. Right now, I could go through back away, but because I know they're still spawning there, I'm like, I already committed, so I think I made a bad play, right? I might as well try and save it by committing even further and distracting them. So we go through, we wait for a second, we get that kill, and now we back away. So hopefully I could just help them out, be a bit annoying there. But can you see why this was still a bad play? because I gave them the heal. And this is why it's really important. I don't care about KD. When I look at that play, I just got 4 kills there, but I don't like the play I made because I didn't do anything beneficial. Look, right there, I should have rotated. I should have just rotated, let my teammates fight for that, and go through to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
So do you see right now that this is what I'm saying, kills don't matter. Like right now, like this was a bad play, and this is what you said you would have done as well. And this is what I'm trying to show you why it's a bad play, because I've given up the P4 rotation. I've got an extra kill here, but can you see they've already got to the P4? I should be there right now. I should be helping my team. So now it's going to be a harder break. Let's see what we do here. Okay, we go through. We should be behind one. My teammates are fighting. We should be behind this guy right here. There's one, and again, bad timing. There's just 3 of them. So now this hill is going to be quite difficult to break. As soon as we go through, my teammates get a 3-piece. Perfect. What do we do right now? Talk to me. What should we do right now in this situation? Because I know what I'm going to do. I always do this in here, in this situation. Tell me what you would do, and then what you think you should do now from here.
What I would do and what I think I should do?
Yeah. What you probably would do, and then what you think you should do now that we're pausing it and slowing it down. Because remember, the skill gap right now, like people are probably watching this in gold and say, yo, I know this as well. But it's like the decision making in game is the hard thing. It's being able to do this without thinking and just doing it on the fly.
Yeah, definitely. I would say I would normally play top, like around the bedroom area for the window. And that way we'd secure good spawns. I think that's the good spawns for this side, because coming through Lambo is kind of terrible. For P4.
Yeah, I agree. So you would want to push through?
Yeah, I'd probably push through for just to secure back spawns, because it looks like there's only 2 on hill right now.
Yeah.
That's all I see. And there's no pressure outside of that.
So I don't really, right now, I don't really care about the spawns. For me, it's about the wave, because I think you can hold it from either side. On this specific kill, I think you can hold it from either side. I think as long as you have, as long as you have mid control, you can hold it from the right. I actually think this is fine as well, holding it from this side. I don't really care if I spawn there. The main thing for me is reading the pressure. I know that they're all spawning here, right? And they're all flooding through the front. So what I'm going to always do in this situation is just try and get behind, fight them while they're fighting my team, and just go for a pinch here. And then hopefully we get a wave, and then yes, they might spawn out P2, and it's easy to hold as well. So for me, it's just about that timing to get that wave. So look, what do we go through? Just like I said, there's 2 of them right there. So we take out 1, and again, that decision making there is, this is when I was playing good Call of Duty. Now, why was this good Call of Duty? Because instead of going for the 2-piece, I wanted to show you what I did. I get the kill, and this is 100% the discipline for me. I could get this kill right now, but I'm getting shot from the left. It's not worth it, because if I go through and die, what happens? Tell me the numbers. I want to know numbers right now. What's the numbers right now in terms of fights? How many people up? What's the number in fight right now?
I would say enemies would have 3, and it would be a 3v2 for your team.
No, right now. In this situation right now, when I pause the screenshot, it's a 4 versus 3.
Yeah.
Okay? Because we have all 4 of us. I've just killed 1. So it's simple as that's a 4v3, right? I've just killed that player, so he's dead. There's a player right here, and there's also a player on my left, okay? Now, if I die right now, if I go to commit to this player and I die, what happens? What number does it become?
3v3.
Okay. I have lost my advantage. Right now, I have an advantage. We have an advantage, okay? We have an advantage. If I die and it becomes a 3v3, I have lost that for no reason, just because I got overcommitted. Now, if I get the 2-piece, it becomes a 4 versus 2, and that's perfect. It's just not worth it in this situation with somebody being there. Now, this is another layer to the game. If I die right now, they know this is clear, they push through. But if I play my life out right now, me backing away, that player, what do you think he's doing right now? Like you, if you had to guess, what do you think he's doing?
He's definitely going to try and flank around that back door that you're looking at right now.
So the point is, he's focusing on me. There you go, perfect. He's focusing on me, right? So I've killed 1, and I've taken 1 out of the game. Remember what I told you on P2? What was I doing? I was 1v2. And what did that mean? It meant my team was 3v2. Do you see how I'm constantly trying to be that player? I'm constantly trying to bring attention to me to allow my team to have the advantage. When people tell me they can't solo queue, this is how I make it easier on my teammates. I try to be as helpful as possible to give them as little to do. If I died right there and my teammates were in a 3v3 and they lost their gunfights, I can't get annoyed because they had a 50-50. But if they lose a 3v2, that's just a different situation. But they don't do that. They don't lose their 3v2s. And can you see again, look at that, I'm making that guy weak. I'm making that guy weak for my team. I'm holding middle. And look, they're getting the kills. I'm not even panicking because I know they're getting the kills. I overcommit a little bit there, but that's fine because my teammate gets the kills. They should get the trade and perfect, they hold it. It's not a coincidence. When I solo queue to Iridescent, the amount of people that said, oh, you got lucky with your teammates. It's not about luck. You have to create your own luck. You have to make the game easier on your team. And that's what I was doing right there. I'm very happy with that because I got a kill. I distracted them. I bought time. As they went, I made them weak. I made the game so easy on my team right there. And that's what my role is. As a solo queue player, that's my job. What's your thoughts on what we just saw? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And I think I just need to be playing to be a little more annoying oftentimes. And like you said, make it easier on my team, be a distraction.
100%. And another thing is staying alive. Look at this, for example. Again, this is the difference from me from like a diamond and an iridescent, okay? I could do this in diamond, but to stay alive and reposition, this was what I learned as I improved. Look at this. So we go through, we slide cancel. There's 2 right there, okay? Most of the time, people get tunnel vision. Like right now, I guarantee most people would try and finish that kill, even if that means they die, right? Again, it's not worth it for me. For me, I make this guy one shot. If he's one shot, do you think he's going to push into that hill?
No.
Let's say he does, my team are going to kill him, right? So he's actually useless for a few seconds. But if I die, then he's got backup. But if I do this, if I let him go up top, back away, this guy's now useless. This guy is chasing me. Guess what? What am I doing? 1v2. What does that mean? It means my teammates are 3v2. This is not a coincidence. Every time I'm playing for this, I'm playing to make it 1v2. But I have to play my life. I have to be disciplined so my teammates can do the rest. So we go through, we back away. Look at that. We back away. We camera him. He pushes us. We make him weak and back away. That's the guy that challenged me. And now they have to look for me. This guy's getting for the trade. My teammate kills him. We're 3v2. Nice and easy. First rotation done. But are you seeing how I'm playing a little bit different? What's your main difference from you and me from watching this, would you say?
I would say the overcommitments, like you're pointing out, I would probably overcommit there. I just
do you think that's true from certain situations? I'm saying you would probably overcommit there. Do you think that's kind of true? You probably would.
Yeah, definitely. I would say I wouldn't have the same amount of discipline, and I would just want them to be dead before they could contest the point, even though they're one shot, which makes total sense.
Okay, perfect.
It's just easier for the team, like you're saying.
Exactly. Like you said, sometimes it's like you don't need to chase the kill, especially with EKIA. People go for stats, right? With EKIA, it's even more likely you're going to get the kill, so don't even worry about it. Now, I'm not saying go for stats, by the way, but my point is, if you are, let's say you subconsciously, you're like, oh, I know what you're going to say, but I go for stats regardless, right? You going for stats when you have EKIA doesn't make any sense. Right now, what are we doing? 1v2, we reposition. Again, now this is when I talk about controlling the gunfight. People say, oh, if you got Raider on, how do these drills apply? This is how. Look at this. We go through, we camera him, get the first kill. Perfect. We reposition. Right now, we spot him, okay? First of all, I've got my 1, now I'm in my 2nd. Now, who's got the health advantage? This player, because I'm weak. So we go through, we back away, we shoulder it, get the shot. I reposition, I make him weak. Now I camera him again. So I know he's around the corner, we slide again, easy kill because he's one shot. Now, against iridescents, these get a bit harder, these gunfights. But against these diamonds, it's not as difficult. What am I doing now? I'm blocking this left spawn, trying to make them spawn out. You see the spawning on my left there. Again, we shoulder it. We camera him again, make him one shot. We close the gap. Right now, we're just trying to take up lanes on the map. I know my teammates got the spawns here. That's 2 down. Perfect. Let's start rotating here. A little bit late here. Should have maybe gone earlier. But you see, we're going to go through. We're going to back away to reinforce the team. And right now, it's like, okay, I see no one on the hill. Let's see what happens there. This lag is so annoying. I apologize for the laggy gameplay. It's because I recorded these in high quality. I'm going forward, it's easier now. I don't have that problem. So again, you see I reinforced the back there. I should have known someone was around there. That was a bit of a misplay. So even though I played good this game, you're seeing a few silly misplays from me. You're seeing a few really silly plays from me. Now my teammate kills him. We have the spawn. This is perfect. Okay. Once again, my teammates are going to go through the right. Let's see what we do here. We have a natural pinch because my teammate's out here. Let's see how we break this. How would you break this in this situation? What do you think we should do here? How do you think I should approach it? Should I run straight in? What should I do here? What should I be looking at?
I would probably use equipment first to clear the top stairs there on the side door to P2, and your teammates have the back, and it seems like there's one coming from P2 that could possibly pinch through like Rock Hill P4. So I'd probably play the side door like you're looking at right now, probably clear it with stuns, and then maybe like at the same time as them, because they're distracted in the back, they'd be looking backward towards P2's spawn.
Yeah.
I would probably be aggressive and try to get in there while I can.
Okay. That makes sense. Again, it's all about the execution. So right there, we actually failed, right? Because I stunned him. I thought I could push through. We actually failed as a team. But the thing is now, this is where the game gets closer. So you can see, right, 25 seconds left. Remember, they've trapped us here. So remember what I told you. You could have the good spawns. If they hold it from the front, that's not good. So from their perspective, if they were a better team and more organized, can you see how they've made the play perfectly? They've given us spawns, but they're holding it from the front. Right now, if I pause it, if I was them, this is perfect. What they should do is have somebody top lobby watching over, maybe somebody far left, just keeping us trapped in this area for the next 20 seconds. That's what they should do, but they don't end up keeping us trapped there. So right now I'm thinking, right, we need to get out of it. We need to just get out. I'm going to push one more time because there's still a lot of time. We go with the teammates. We let them trade in. Again, using equipment. We just battle through. That was a bad hold from them. Really poor hold from them. We get 3. We immediately go through. Right now, I look at the mini-map. I don't know where my team are spawning because it was a bit mixy. So as I'm reloading, I'm looking at the mini-map. I'm looking at the mini-map, looking at the mini-map, looking at the mini-map right there. I don't... wait, let me back away. Why do I even know that? Something must have given it away why I knew they were spawning behind us. Okay. That's a weird one. Maybe I heard, so I don't know. Right now, I can't hear it, but yes, there's a reason why I looked there. But anyways, so in that situation, I knew they're at the back. We go through, we hold the angle. Again, I want to keep them at the back here. I want to keep them at the back to try and get some kills. I don't mind dying there because we're going to spawn out. So just kind of keep them at the back there. I could have played that a little bit better. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. We're going to go through. Okay, now we have the new spawns. So they really messed up there. They gave us the spawns. Once again, now it's about cutting lanes, being annoying. So again, reading the map pressure, okay? I know they're coming through P2. Right now, look where they killed me. They killed me through lobby, right? So think about the timing. If they kill me through lobby right now, where do you think this guy's going naturally?
He's going to go like the top balcony over P1.
Exactly. So through middle, right?
Yeah, through middle. Yeah.
Okay. So when I spawn, I'm going to predict that and say, right, that guy should, timing-wise, should be in middle now. So it's all about looking at the kill cam, thinking, right, where should they be? Let me go through. So that we go through.
That's a really good point.
Now, most people right now would just look to the right. They will go to the right because they expect them to spawn there. But I just saw them go through the middle. So why would I leave the middle? So we go through and look at that. We see 2 of them. Now, there's 3 people here again. Now I'm 1v3. Let me play my life. I stun them, go through. This guy's a first threat. We stun the guys on the bottom. We kill this guy. Now we reposition. We get a 2-piece. Again, they're giving it to me. By the way, they're making it easy. They're making it easy for me. But I still do things like this. Right now, I see them. If I start shooting them, what happens? Well, I'm gonna get into a trap pen. This is again decision making off the fly. I'm like, all right, before I start shooting these guys, let me chuck a stun so I've distracted 2 of them. Let me have a 1v1 with a guy catwalk, because if I shoot these guys, I want to be able to snake this without being worried about catwalk. Catwalk's actually my immediate danger here because he's the closest to me. So I'm gonna stun these guys, right? I'm gonna stun these guys. Back away, watch catwalk now. This guy thought I was fighting his teammates. Do you see that? Do you see how he thought I was fighting his teammates? If I was committed to his teammates there, he would have gone and killed me. So look, I actually caught him off guard, make him 1 shot. Now he expects me to push him. So what I was going to do is chuck a grenade and then get the guys I stunned. He ends up overcommitting, we get the kill. As soon as I kill him now, I reposition. This guy runs at me, we get the kill. Again, he thought I was fighting his teammate. His teammate thought I was fighting him. So they both just kind of panicked. Now, what did I do? What did I do here? 1v2. So what does that mean? My teammates are in a 3v2, okay? Now, said this so many times today, you're seeing it play out. Now I know where the last 2 are, so what do? I pinch them. Now, where is his team going to spawn? The 2 teammates I just killed, where will they spawn?
Definitely like back spawn, back garden.
Okay, so you think behind me?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Or, wait, there's 2 right next to the hill, so they'd be spawning like back P2 spawn.
Okay, so this is, again, we're just, yeah, like you said, just kind of, this is where you have to think, right, where could they actually be spawning? For me, I would say most of the time in this situation, we have the back spawns. No one's really blocking it, yes, so they could spawn there, but I would assume they're going to keep just spawning that P2 right now. Because no one's really pushed through, like logically, right now, no one's really blocking the spawns, okay? So there's a chance they could spawn behind us, but in this situation, with what's kind of happening, I would just assume they're going to keep spawning there, because... like, if one of them went half right now, they would probably have the back spawns because they blocked it. But because no one's blocking it, they could spawn here. But they're going to just keep spawning here right now because that's where they were spawning. And by the time we got the first 2 kills, I'm just going to assume they're going to spawn here. In my head, I feel like they're going to spawn. They're more likely to spawn here. But I can see why you think they spawn there because no one's really blocking it. Just generally, because we're like closer to that side, I think the game would give it their spawn there. Like if I was a game right now, it would make more sense to spawn them there because we're kind of holding that. But no one's hard blocking. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Like it's kind of a risky prediction. That's what I'm trying to say. Like you make sense what you're saying, but I would just assume they're going to spawn there. So we go through, 2 of my teammates there. We're going to pinch them. Look at that. He wasn't ready for that. Now what I should have done, easy fix. What should I have done here? Easy fix. What should I have done there?
I would have not overchilded it. I would have just stayed up at the window and
exactly. That's it.
What was happening?
100%. Right there, I went for the pinch. Just stay in the window for a second, scout it. I didn't expect him to look at me, so he made a good play watching his pinch. Just hold it for a second. I would have got that kill. That's it. Now we go through. Now my teammates spawn there. We actually spawned out. So you're actually correct in terms of that. Now it looks like I don't really know what's going on in terms of split spawn. Looks kind of all over the place. Looks like they end up spawning at the back. So we go through here. So in terms of that 50-50, you end up being right. They did spawn at the back there. Again, it was a bit weird. Didn't really make sense what happened there, but that's fine. We go through. 20 seconds left. Once again, this is who I should be rotating. Okay, so I hold this. Let me get a kill and then start rotating. Let's play out. This is so laggy. It's so annoying. Okay, so 20 seconds left. We go through. We take out 1. We go for the second. We know he's there. We jump for cover just to reposition. That was a bad chow. Really bad chow. So even though I fried, I think I dropped like 50 and 20 this game, I made some silly mistakes. And this, when you watch back, you're always going to find these mistakes, okay? So we go through now. Where do we spawn? We spawn here. We have to rotate. Again, I'm a second late there. I just didn't need to fight that. I should have just started rotating earlier. So sometimes, especially on this hill, I'm definitely over complicating it. We go through. We make this guy weak. There's one more on the hill. Again, right now, I probably should have started rotating. I don't even need to be here. We make this guy one shot. Now, the only reason I don't mind what I'm doing is because I'm going to be the late player anyways who's going to pinch it. So I'm going to be the player that pinches the hill like I did last time. So let's see what happens. So we're going to leave this guy. Now, I like what I did there. I like leaving him because now he's useless, right? He's useless. He thinks I'm still there. So we left him and now we can help the teammates. Again, I want to be a bit quicker though. Quicker to help them. Now we go through. I'm behind them. Okay, trigger discipline. Right now, if he just came through this side, do you think they're going to watch this side?
No, he thinks his back is clear.
Okay, perfect. So this is timing. Now, up to this point, I played it bad. I should have rotated way earlier. Really poor for myself. But from here, I played it well. I knew they were watching the right Lambo side. So what I do, I tried my timings. Now, before I go through, I look to my left. So even though he's right there, I think in this situation, what you would probably do is like go for the kill here. Could you see him? You're like, let me get the kill. Is that something you would probably do?
Yeah, most likely. I'd probably put a shot in and then it would give him his position away.
Yeah. So right now, I first, before anything, I don't care about him. I just want to make sure no one's watching, okay? Because this is the timing. So I watch the left first. No one's watching. Okay, so now, if I can go with him up to the hill, I then should get a 2 or 3 piece. So look what I do. I go through, I wait. I aim in, I wait. Once I'm scouting now, I'm looking at the minimap to see where the rest of them are. I go behind him. I don't shoot until I get on the hill. Why? Because then it gets contested. As soon as it gets contested, they're going to be a bit more mixy. So we go through, we get 1. The second's right there. We make this guy there. Unfortunately, he kills me, but we do enough to pinch him, and my teammates go through, and they get the trade. Okay? So right there, I think I did a really good job. Unfortunately, we lost a team fight. But I think I did a really good job there. What do you think about that pinch? Like, I think I could have done better there, but I like that pinch I did there. Just, again, this hill was just so hard to break, so sometimes I wish I just rotated earlier there. Now we go through. Same thing, 15 seconds, just going to try and break it. Wait for our teammates, pre-aim the head glitches. Go through. We get 1, we get the second. Now the third's going to be on my right. We slide cancel. Like that. Perfect break. Only 10 seconds though. Nothing crazy, okay? So now we're going to go through and let's start the rotation. So we're about 2 rotations in. And I think the one thing I would say is the P4, I just didn't rotate enough. I just didn't rotate enough for the P4. I kind of left it to my teammates. And this is why I don't look at my KD, because yes, I'm frying, but I've definitely made some mistakes here. Definitely made some mistakes. One thing that they didn't do is they didn't hold the top control here. So again, I'm not worried about the hill. I'm worried about the top control. Just making sure I've got top control. We spoke about this in the first P1, right? Top control is everything here. So we go through, we get another kill. Talk to me. What should we do here? What do you think is going on right now in this game? Like right now, what's kind of going on? What's your thought process in game right now if you're me?
Yeah, well, it looks like you guys just got a 2 or 3 piece.
Yep.
So I probably would have waited for like another contest because it looked like there was a lot of red dots down in P1.
Yep.
And then I would have probably put some gunfire or some gunshots down on P1 with the people that I thought were remaining, and then got top control like you did, and then you just happened to catch an unlucky gunfight.
Yeah. So you kind of do the same thing right now, just kind of hold the top map control.
Yeah, I would be doing the same thing. Yeah.
All right, cool. So right now again, you can see that was open, so I should have predicted that. This P1, we've given him a bit too much time. It gets a bit weird on P1 because no one really wants to go on the hill. So when you're playing solo queue, it does get like that. Now, again, decision making. Right now, I'm glad I didn't go forward here. I'm glad I went right. So it's all about for me, a big part of your decision making is when you spawn up, right? So right now, as soon as I spawn up, you could easily just go and reinforce the hill. It's the quickest route. But sometimes it's a little bit like a trap. Like, you're like, you know what? That's probably what I shouldn't do. Because right now, if I go and reinforce the hill, what happens? I'm leaving the whole lobby and whole Lambo open, right? There's only 18 seconds left. If I go to the hill now, it takes me 10 seconds. I'm doing absolutely nothing. What I would rather do is go right here and reinforce the spawns. Make sure we have the spawns, make sure no one's coming through lobby. And again, you see, even though I have a sub here, you see how I'm going for spawns? This is so important. So many people say, oh, my AR don't go for spawns. Right now, do I care if I have a sub or AR? I'm doing what I need to do. Now, what I should have done is when I spawned, I should have switched to an AR, because right now, my team needs me as an AR. Earlier on, I was cutting lanes, but do you see how I've changed my playstyle depending on what the team needs? That is so important. Yeah. I've cut lanes on a hill, but now I'm holding spawns. You don't have to just do one thing. You have to be more flexible. So we go through. Now, I only have a sub here. Like I said, bad play from me having a sub, but we actually rip him. We take our time. We wait for him. We wait for him to go through. And we just try to land the shot. Right there, if I felt like he was going to put a threat on me, I would have backed away. So we take our time, we strafe. I tell people all the time, strafe in your gunfights, easy kill. We go left, we go right, we're just holding spawns here, okay? Again, I'm repositioning. I'm trying to be as annoying as possible, trying to put pressure on them. My teammate spawns with me. Let's see what we can do now. Is that something you would normally do? Maybe if you have a sub, maybe back away, hold spawn sometimes? Or do you think you kind of be like, I don't need to because I'm a sub? What would you kind of do?
No, I would definitely fill the flex role. I would definitely do what I had to do, especially if I saw the gap there. I saw all my teammates like on old point or like on lane, holding lanes. I would have definitely tried to get spawn there.
Okay, good. That's good. So right there again, that was a really bad time. And he actually comes behind me. We hold the spawns, we get the kills. That's fine. 30 seconds. So now the game's a bit too close for comfort though. Once again, go middle. Now this is where I can do the cutting lanes that we mentioned. This is where I could go through the front because I want to flip the spawns here. So this is what I want you to add to your game, this bit right here, okay? In this scenario, I could easily help my teammates hold from the front. And I'm guessing this is what you would do. I think right now what you probably would do, I'm just guessing, is there's 25 seconds left. They're coming through the front. Let me just help them and like kind of hold the front there. Is that what you would do? Or would you maybe make this play as well?
Yeah, right now, I would say before this coaching session, I would have definitely just helped them with the front. But like you said, 25 seconds, we should be getting those good spawns for new.
Okay, perfect. So that's the difference. Right now, look at this. I'm getting this kill, but this is a trap. I don't want to be on this hill watching it from the front. I actually want to flip it. So immediately, look, I actually push through immediately. Now, this is again a difference. Remember like this same hill earlier on, what was I doing? I said, for the first wave, I'm going to hide behind this door, remember? Because there was a wave. There was a wave. Now, I don't know why my body's so small there, but that's a wave, okay? But now, because I want those spawns, I'm gonna fight for those spawns. I'm actually gonna push out because even if I die, that's fine. I need to get those spawns. So we go through, and I'm trying to get the bad spawns. I'm trying to get perfect. I want these spawns here. And now, 10 seconds left, I rotate. Because of me right there, going there, blocking these spawns and them having the back, we've now got the rotation. My teammates didn't do the play I just made. They all kind of chilled there on the hill. Now we actually have the good rotation because I pushed up. Okay, so now what am I doing? I'm not pushing through, I'm cutting lanes. Remember I said somebody should be top lobby? I expect them to be there. I'm cutting lanes. I don't see anyone there, so what do? We go through the window, watch my left here. You see that? You see how I'm reading the game there? I realized, okay, no one's top lobby. Like right now I'm looking, no one's here. So if he's not here, yes, I could get a bad timing, but what does that mean? It means he could have been on the far right. So I go through, I watch middle, no one's there. So now the only other option for me is my left here. The only other option is for me is that he could be around there. And we're reading it perfectly. We go through, we slow him down. And now look, my teammates are on the hill. They have to worry about me first. He's one shot. We close the gap down before he even realizes. He has to be behind there. Easy kill. It's all about being impactful on the map, okay? That's all it comes down to. Right now, we're doing a really good job of being impactful. In this situation, he doesn't expect me to push him. The nade misses me, I go through. Now, that wasn't him, by the way. I think that was a different character. So we get this kill. I know that wasn't him because of the skin. We go through, we're trying to find the second. Again, I go for the right, and there you go, we get the kill. So just that play right there, I think is a big difference. When I'm watching Diamonds, I don't think they think that far ahead of the spawns and giving them the bad spawns. Again, I'm pushed up here. I should have just held the angle. I should have just turned around and held the angle there. So right there, my teammates let me down by dying, and they gave up the top middle, which I think is kind of an easy hold. Once again, we go through. We should be going through middle here. Why? Pinch the hill. We don't want to go through the same point as a hill. It's easy for the enemies to hold it. So we're going to go through. Same situation. We're like, right, my teammates are holding it from the right. I could help them, but I'm going to pinch it to make it easier. So we go through. My teammates get two. There's going to be one more on the hill. They're going to be looking in front. There's one. The last guy's on the hill. Immediately turn around there. Now, as I turn around, what happens? What does that mean? What does that blue dot tell me?
Means that you're not spawning back P3. You guys have bad spawns right now because you still have, 25 seconds. I would say that you lost the good spawns for the time being, but you're also kind of far away from P4, so it's just bad spawns in my opinion.
So where do they spawn right now?
I would assume back garden behind P3.
Perfect. Let's turn around. So did you see how we read the spawns again? In real game time, it has to be that quick. Just like you said. Now, you probably do that, but just making sure you reinforce it that quick in game, okay? So, right, they spawn there, that's fine. Yeah. 20 seconds, we're going to hold it. We get a kill. We get 2. I know the other 2 might now have rotated. So this is how we're reading the kill feed. We get 2. There's a third, okay? So I know this is the third player. So only 1 player's rotated. Now, I'm assuming they spawn out now because my teammate's just behind me. So I'm assuming they spawn out. Let's see what happens. This is so annoying, this lag. We hold the angle, and you see they're actually pushing me. So now there's 3 of them here. So I know only 1 has rotated. Only 1 has rotated. So as soon as I spawn, let's see what happens. So now, again, I know 1's rotated. So what am I going to do? I'm going to cut the lanes because there's 3 of them here. So I'm more worried about these 3. So I'm going to go through. We get 1. We win the game anyway. So right there, I would have got that kill, gone middle, and kind of watched over. Now, I had so many stupid mistakes there. And I went 45 and 18. It just goes to show it's not just about your KD. Now, another thing is my hill time. For this specific game, I was focused more on cutting lanes. That was kind of my main thing, was cutting lanes, as you can see from the kills. The big thing for me is your deaths as well, because if I can get that many kills and that many deaths, it shows me I was cutting lanes effectively because I wasn't dying too much. So if I, like some people like Kleenex, right? They're a bit more aggressive on the map. They may get like 50 to 30 because they have so many engagements. That's fine as well. It depends what you're trying to do. For me, with cutting lanes, I want to have a higher KD in terms of that just shows I had a better performance, if that makes sense. I'm not going for a high KD, but let's say like when I look at my performance, because I was cutting lanes, this means I was effective because I didn't die a lot, but I got a lot of kills. So I was cutting lanes really well. And I feel like what I did, to be honest, was I had a lot of 1v2s. I think I counted like 5 or 6 where I had a lot of 1v2s and I was successful. And that made the game easier on my team. But there was also times, like on the P3, where I got maybe 5 kills, no deaths, but we lost time. So not all kills are the same value, and it's just about understanding what kills you're getting and how valuable they are. But that was just a standard gameplay. You can see my teammates went barely positive, 2 of them, and the game was close. The game was really close. We could have easily lost that as well. 1 or 2 would go different. So for me, it's just about having the pacing. The biggest difference I would say from Diamond to in this gameplay was Crimson. As you saw, rotations. Rotation 1 was early, and 2, like even at the end there, you see how 3 of them pushed the old hill? They were doing that constantly. Like right there, like 3 of them were pushing for 10. They weren't rotating well enough either. So just speed of rotations and manipulating spawns a bit more. Those are the 2 big difference, in my opinion, for ranks.
Okay, yeah, this was actually really helpful.
Yeah, perfect. Did you have any questions for that or anything you wanted to ask or just anything, bro? Because like I said, this was my gameplay, but I wanted to apply it for you and just see how we can use a kill feed. Did you see how we can kind of link everything together now when we slow it down?
Yeah, definitely. It definitely flows together well when you explain it and slow it down a bit. But I do have one question as we wrap up here.
Yeah, no problem.
So how do you think that SR would be affected by, like you said, you had like 30 seconds, but you went crazy on your role. You were cutting lanes. You had a good KD because you were filling your role effectively. Yeah. Would you say that still gives you a good SR gain?
Why does the SR matter? Is my question.
That's true. I
suppose
no,
I'm asking.
I feel as if I'm hard stuck because I'm winning significantly, but I'm still getting 30 to 50 SR.
So if you win, like, okay, right now in this scenario, I got 88 SR, okay? Right now on my stream, I'm getting about 40 SR because I've lost a lot more games than I've won recently. In my opinion, if you win your games, I don't care what role you do. I don't care how you do it. Just win your games. Even if you get plus 30, right? If you win your games, you are getting closer. I think people care too much about SR. In my opinion, they're looking at the wrong thing. The reason why I say that, okay? Because I had this conversation. Someone said, oh, obviously we care about SR. That's the only thing we're playing for. I'm like, okay, cool. I agree. It would be nice to win 90 instead of 30. If you just focus on winning more and just improving as a player, you will gain more SR. Because I don't think the game says, oh, you got the lowest kills, we're giving you 30 this game. It's quite similar game on game. It gradually goes up, right? So if you consistently play well and win your games, you will get more SR. Right now, you're on, what, 30 SR? You're saying you're getting plus 30?
Yeah, 30 to 50, depending on my performance.
Okay, so if you start winning games and not losing and start consistently playing well, right? Even if you not on top of the leaderboard and consistently playing well, let's say you win like 10 games in a row and you get average of 40 SR, okay? In 10 games, you've got 400 SR. Let's say in one day, you went from 7.5 to 7.9, which is there. That is a massive increase.
That is, yeah.
Right? People look at it wrong, in my opinion. Like, if you played one day and you won 10 more games than you lost, right? And you got 40 SR, which isn't even a lot because I was getting 90 here, you would get this much of your rank. Imagine you did that for 2 days in a row, you would basically rank up. It's like, I think people just look at it too wrong. Like, for me, focus on improving. And I can say that because I don't care about my SR. When I play, if I get 20 or 80, I don't really care a shit. As long as I win, I feel that same satisfaction. Because I'm I've done my job well. So if I can win way more than I lose, I'm chilling. I don't know the nerd stuff about the hidden SR, if I'm completely honest. I probably should know it as a rank play coach, but for me, I don't want my subscribers and stuff to worry about the SR. I want you to worry about doing your job and playing well and winning the games.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because if I could say to you, yeah, you know what, because I got this, because I got, honestly, I don't know, bro. I don't know how much SR I got because of what factor, but I don't want you to think of that, because then what you're going to start doing is you're going to start to play for the SR over playing the role you need, and you're going to end up losing more than you win, in my opinion. Now, others might disagree, but that's just the take I did, and I'm only going to share what I know.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with your statement, yeah.
Now, if you're going negative and winning, yeah, maybe they're not going to give you a lot of SR. So whatever role you're doing, you either just shoot your gun, do what you're doing, slay out, just be effective, fill in the roles, and be annoying. You see right there, we actually got 88, and that took us to Crimson 2. Obviously, now we hit Iridescent, and then this is my second account now, so we're still on Crimson 2. So right now, we're on my second account, right? This is my Smurf account. I'm on Crim 2, and I play solo queue. I get about 40 SR a win here. But on this account, which was on stream, this was my main account. This is when I was proper sweating. I was getting 90 SR a win because I was winning a lot more. So it just comes down to the game understanding that, right, what state are you at right now? And for me, just focus on improving. Don't worry about the SR, bro. Just focus on improving, keep improving, and you'll get to the SR that you need.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right, perfect. Let's
use everything you said.
Let's end that one there, and we'll catch up in a second off recording YouTube. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, drop a like, show some love to that boy Logan. It was an absolutely fantastic session. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, and I'll catch you guys for another one tomorrow. Peace.